Welcome back to the kitchen. Today we are going to fix our sink color and tone. For lack of a better word, repaint the sink. We've done a bunch of research and this product is called EkoPel 2K, specifically for sinks. So it's a special mixture and our sink is down bad. We wish that we could just clean it and bring it back to life, but that's not the case. So first thing we need to do is sand the sink down, create a surface in which this can bond to, tape everything off, and get to it. This is the inside of our sink. You can see it's worn through. It's a cast iron sink, so most of these were dipped in, dried, and then all of your hardware was installed. We don't really get the opportunity to take this sink off of the top, out of the counter wall, bring it outside and do this project. Some people do. Our next step is we need to seal off these drains before we paint it, and this is basically going to recoat all of this. It's unfortunate we can't fix this. The material is gone. It is not just dirty. That's why we really have to do this. This sink is pretty special. It's a Youngstown Mullins sink from the 1940s. But what makes it so cool is it has these drying spaces off to the side of each sink. But it's very nuanced in the way that we have all of these little ridges that we need to fill. And we need them to kind of level evenly, and this product is said to have been a self-leveler. We do kind of have to help it along, and we plan on using the head of our foam roller to kind of feed the product into these and get it into the sink. Hopefully we do a really good job. We bought this house so that we could restore it, not so that we could rip everything out and replace it with new. We will replace with new where we have to and where we feel like it, but this kitchen is not one of those spaces. So let's do this project. I am starting out with 60 grit sandpaper. Recommendation was 100 to 120, but I just did a 120 and it basically did nothing. This is such a good original. I really want to scuff this up to a point where I can feel the difference. And I'm just worried with all these ridges and everything that I'm not going deep enough. So let's see if 60 gives us that scuff that we're looking for. I'm just going to try it on this corner here first. Definitely scuffed. I mean, there's white residue coming off. Now that the sanding is done to the best of my ability, Katie is going to use her hairdryer and just go ahead and slowly run around the entire space, making sure there's no moisture left in this sink.
It's funny because it's actually a heated styling wand, so hopefully this works.
We just finished taping off our drains and we stuffed the drain with a cloth and then we taped over it so it is completely sealed. So
2 layers.
Yep, 2 layers, double layer, so it's not getting through. The other thing we need to do is just go ahead and cut around this edge of the tape very carefully with a really sharp knife so that our circle is perfect. So I'm mixing component A with component B, and that is what I'm going to do. You do this mixing for 10 minutes, then you let it sit for 5, and then you mix it for another 5 minutes.
2 to 3 minutes. So set a timer for 10 minutes.
10-minute timer started.
I need a bandana because I sweat too much, and I will not have this sink ruined by a drop of sweat. Yeah. Here we go. You ready? You ready for this?
Beautiful.
Okay, cool. So we're pulling tape before it dries.
I can be there too if you need.
And then we can determine where we might need to.
You're so close to touching it up, Bob.
Well, that's okay. We'll settle still. Okay, garbage.
Yeah.
I feel good about that. Okay, so we just finished, what's it called? EkoPel? EkoPel. This is what we're looking at right now. It's a crazy process, and we're pretty happy with it. The sunlight is beaming. So from here, any excess should settle, and then we just keep wiping it out of the drain as it moves towards it. And we do that for anywhere from 1 hour and 45 minutes up to 4 hours. And then when it stops running into that area is when we can pull the tape up from there. So you see where we were at before? This is it now. Katie?
It was not that hard. It's just scary because you have to trust the process. But I do think it looks really good, and I think it's better to have a clean, brand new looking sink with a few blemishes than an old, dirty sink with a few blemishes.
Also, if you look outside. Ooh, hydrangeas. Excuse me, ma'am. Ma'am, do you like our new job? Get a drink if you like it.
Ma'am, these bugs, those stupid bugs are everywhere. Are you hungry?
You hungry? Yes. Yes. Ma'am.
Any words on the new sink?
You hungry? You hungry? Okay, so we've tested our stains, and we're going to use this hazelnut and mix it with the clear coat. It's not clear, it's like slightly ambered, so that's why we're doing this. We like the honey tones that it brings out in the wood with the clear coat, and then when you're mixing it with the hazelnut, it gets a little more darkness in there. So in order to come up with a tone that we like, we're literally mixing these two together. So first comes clear, sick. Next comes hazel. Next, we're gonna slowly mix these. Let us do one more test. That is what it looked like. Number 4. Sick. Welcome back, y'all. This kitchen has been the battle of our lives the last 3 days, but we are here to say it's awesome. It's great. Everything turned out wonderful. I'm going to show you guys our backsplash and we're going to connect that. Before I do that, I just want to show you what we've done so far. This is the butcher block countertop. So these are stained and sealed with food grade stain. Huge plus. We don't really plan on doing any direct cuts onto these. We're still going to use a cutting board and all that fun stuff. But it was just an extra precaution that we wanted. Our backsplash is also butcher block, and this is secured right now. This is secured using this Lucite Max stuff. So that's what we're going to do for the rest of the room. But this is a look at our countertop. And right over here, let's get a better angle. Here is our freshly coated sink. So this has been curing for about 48 hours. We haven't ran the water yet. So let's do that. We taped our faucet up just because if you get a single drop of water on this, it will ruin it. Also, I started wearing bandanas through this process because sweat was just running from my head. And that was another thing, was it was going to ruin it. So let's do it. Here we go. Other side. That's crazy. Gorgeous. So we can't really set any heavy materials on this until after 30 days or so, but we could definitely wash dishes, set them off to the side. We are so back. So we're excited. Project corner. This is what it looks like behind our backsplash. It's literally just concrete and the tiles just end. The Youngstown Mullins kitchen installation team, y'all crushed it. But it's crazy. It's crazy. The tile is literally just built in for everything. Like, this kitchen is fully custom. So by us taking it apart a little bit, we're kind of uncovering the infrastructure. It's all very beautiful, but it's a lot. It's a lot of moving pieces. So if you're going to replace something that's custom made and perfect, then you better do a good job. So let's go ahead and get this piece super glued to the wall. Here we glue.
You roll the water?
I ran it. Here we glue now.
Crazy though.
Cheated a tiny hair.
It looks so good. It looks so good. That big boy's gonna be an interesting one, huh?
It is. I'm thinking we move some pots, some peas, and
Crazy though.
hard work pays off every day. Give my dog. It's okay. That's actually what I intended to happen. Crikey. Here we go, one more time, placing backboard, here we are. Here we go now. You do me a favor?
Yeah.
You come move that. So our kitchen is almost complete. Backsplash needs to dry, and then the next thing in our line of sight is going to be filling these two gaps. It could be done using a piece of wood and we paint it yellow. My thoughts were we just do a piece of wood, paint it yellow to match the cabinets, and then inlay some really strong magnets so that it just magnetizes to here, and that way we have easy access whenever we need to get in and out. So that's my initial thought. We'll see when it comes to executing that. But for now, we are moving. This is the glue that we used today. So good stuff, construction glue, heavy duty. We're gonna seal this off and we're gonna move our stuff out of here because we have company tonight. Now that we're wrapped up in the kitchen, we're gonna go upstairs and hang a mirror. Let's go. Mark on the 30.
Yeah. So we're centered with your first line, and then the height is at 30. That's where the bar is gonna go. Wow. Gotta scoot over to the right.